Welcome to the food cycle!
Hi, welcome to the food cycle.
Our first stop was to visit Liz at the Blandford Nature Center.
What initially made you excited about growing things?
Oh man, how long do you have? I decided that I wanted to learn how to farm because everybody has to eat. So if you're getting your food from a farm that is trying to keep the ecosystem it's in mind, that's trying to grow things in a healthful way, I think that's a really cool thing. So
Gardening is serious, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah,
Wait.
you have to make sure you put the flowers in right and yeah. How should we grow a garden?
I would suggest plan first. Look at your space, notice how much sun it gets, what seems to, be the sunniest corner of that spot, how much space do you actually have, and then try to pick plants that would fit within that space. So if you have a shady spot, growing basil isn't going to be the easiest because basil really likes full sun and heat. So thinking about things like that. I'd also suggest looking into things that are going to give you kind of the most production for your space. So broccoli and cauliflower and Brussels sprouts can all be really fun to grow, but those plants actually get bigger than people might think. They can get 2 to 3 feet tall and just about that much as wide, and then you only get one head or one stalk of Brussels sprouts as a result. So planting something like kale or Swiss chard, or things that can be planted multiple times over the course of a season, like radishes and lettuces, those are things that grow really quickly. Or things like spinach and arugula, which you can plant really closely together, cut them right above where the new growth is coming, and then you'll get 1 or 2 cuttings from the same plant. So trying to think about how you can maximize your space if you only have a small plot. Then if you do decide you want to grow something big, like say a tomato plant, make sure that you think about how big it's going to get when it's fully mature, so that way you're not crowding the space. Basically, any plant you put in a relatively small space is going to be competing for the same nutrients and other resources in the soil. So if you do your research on how much space they'll need when they're mature, you'll have a more healthy plant.
So ask a grown-up about how much space you have and what you could grow right in your own backyard. Farms are beautiful, but they're also messy. You've got to watch where you step. Oh, I've got poop on my shoe.
Very gross.
Farms have all kinds of animals, from chickens and goats to the giant cows that you will see later.
I love the name Gimli. Yeah. Yeah, they're pails. It's happy. There you go. You ready? There you go. Nice work. And I'm closing them in for the night just so that they stay safe in here. And they've got eggs.
Wow.
Oh man, they've got a lot of eggs. You want to give this one? Alright. And then these are the eggs that they laid. If you feel them, they're still warm. There you go. Oh, it's getting heavy.
Do you want me to hold it for you?
There you go.
Oh, we got them.
Perfect. Yeah, so look, they're about half the size of a regular egg because they're about half the size of a regular chicken. Yeah, they're still pretty warm from being sat on, so it's kind of... And actually, eggs don't have to be refrigerated until they're washed. There's like a cuticle on the outside that protects the egg from any sort of bacteria. But once you wash them, then that protective coating is gone.
Wow.
And then you need to refrigerate them.
I did not know that.
Yeah, there's some places like in Europe and whatnot that do not sell their eggs refrigerated. They're just like out by the bread.
Wow.
Let's get it up.
Sing it Question of the hour. Do chickens blink?
Oh. Chickens do indeed blink with a third eyelid that most people do not have. Actually, no one has a third eyelid. I hope not.
My chicken. Oh, Nate, my chicken was tipping its head like this.
Like what?
Like this.
This is a farm.
So yeah, you don't have to take a picture of all the mess. These are cows that are having calves now in the spring.
Look out for that cow.
That's a big cow.
Those mothers get real protective.
Yeah.
You don't want to get between the mother and the baby. Look at that, those guys. Well, you know, and that's probably a 2-day-old calf. And when some of them, you know, the mothers, they're all black, right? But it's amazing. By smell and sound, they know which calf is theirs. And cattle, you know, all these animals, they love routine. They just get used to routine. And the more you can keep a routine, the better. So yeah, here's what bulls look like.
How much do they weigh typically?
This bull, a couple thousand. The one that you shipped today was probably 2,400, right? Or not? 22?
2 young cows weigh as much as 1 car when they are just 2 years old.
And if you look over there, Dominic, see that little calf on the side of the hill? That one's probably born a couple days ago.
And that's his mama right by him there, Dominic.
Well, like, they don't bite the grass. They take their tongue, wrap it around it, and pull it.
That makes sense why it's so rough then.
Yeah, big grips.
Yeah.
I want to pet a cow. Sure, I guess.
Wow.
Look at that, Tony.
Yeah.
Did you pick his nose?
Oh, great. Now you tell me. He's licked my hand.
He's licked my entire arm. Right, man?
Do you remember Liz from the Blandford Nature Center? She told us about where she sells her food.
I've got a lot of plants that I'm going to be selling at the Fulton Street Farmers Market. I've got
Lots of farmers sell their food here. Well, not here. At the Fulton Street Farmers Market. Eating food from nature is important.
That is a big egg. You want to check it out? Hi, how are you?
Thank you.
You're welcome, sweetheart. Have a good day.
What's the difference between a goose egg and a chicken egg?
The size?
Any difference nutritionally at all, or?
Not really. This egg is the same consistency of a chicken egg.
Okay.
And the yolks are like this big though.
Gotcha.
Just a huge egg.
Let's just make an omelet with 1 egg.
Yes, it would be.
How do you grow your food?
In the ground.
What does composting mean?
Composting is taking like your vegetable scraps or like leftover stuff and mixing it in a pile, and then nature just kind of naturally makes it basically what's next door here. So it's really rich, you know, nutrient-dense stuff that plants want.
Cool.
And it's basically a recycling of sorts.
Are those cheese?
Yes, they're cheese.
I've never seen any cheese like
This one is called a camembert. It's a cow milk cheese that is soft in the interior. It's very similar to a brie. You ever heard of a brie?
No, not really.
Okay. Not sure yet.
Not sure. What's your favorite apple?
My favorite right now is the Fuji's. Hard, very sweet. Do you like tart apples?
Like sour?
Well, a little bit tart. The Braeburns are very hard.
What do you do with the beeswax?
People actually put it into like lip balm. You can use that like for cracks in like hardwood and lotions. A lot of people use it. Candles. It's awesome that you use all of it. Yeah, every part of it.
The cider I make myself, that I make fresh every Friday. The dairy is all from Mooville Dairy. They're in Nashville, Michigan. You can go over there and visit their farm, and they have a petting zoo for kids. By the end of this year, we'll have 8,000 laying hens, and all of our chickens can go outside and play. One of the few places. The big farms all say that their chickens are free range, but they never leave the barns. Right next to leave the barns.
That's great. Makes happy chickens. Okay. You did a great job. Fist bump. Seize the day! And thank you guys for watching. So, you want me to go back and do it again? And thank you for watching. Onward to healthy living! Charge! I did the chicken dance. Never mind.
What do you get when you cross a robot and a tractor?
I don't know. What?
A transfarmer. What's a scarecrow's favorite fruit?
I don't know. What?
A strawberry.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to say that. Wait, do I really have to say that?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah. This would be funny.
I'll have a hard time saying it though.
All right.
It's
Go
gross.
for it. It's true.
Chicken poop helps the garden grow.
Chicken poop does help the garden grow. So 2 young cars weigh as much as a small cow when they are just 2 years old.
Oh, 2
Wait.
young Now you said it wrong. Farms are very dirty, also very beautiful, but just remember to wear your boots.
Hey there. I just pulled up and then there was a dog that looked like it was smiling, sticking its face out.
Oh, there it goes again!
That's so cute. He looks so happy.
Yeah. I do have a chicken joke, but I really think it's not necessarily a good one, but it is a chicken joke.
What's the chicken joke?
Okay, well it actually starts out with a turtle, but how did the turtle cross the road?
I don't know.
A strap to the chicken's back.
Oh no.
Yeah, so sorry. Can't go in there, okay? Why? I think these chickens may not want people around. I don't know. It's just locked.
They just kind of know. So as long as it's available, they do a pretty good job of getting everything they need.
He was a water belly baby. His mom didn't have good enough milk to really satisfy him. So what they do is they drink a lot of water, basically bloat. So that's why his hair's long. You know, that's why he looks so bad. Is just, I mean, he had an infection in his ear. That's why his ear turned kind of swelled up like a balloon, and then when it drained, it kind of drained and just kind of it broke like that cartilage and just sits like that. So yeah, if their mom doesn't have enough good milk, they drink water and they turn out somewhat like that. You guys know
that's cool.
Teeth on top.
Nature is beautiful.